Hi C-Squads! Today we're gonna make some mess. I've got this pure innocent phone case and I just bought Sharpies. And I'm about to wreck it! Are you ready? Let's go! Okay, so this wasn't actually my idea. I was gonna use nail polish because I love doing nails. I've been learning nail art for a while. But then my boyfriend whispered this evil Sharpie idea. Like, is he sponsored by Sharpies or what? How much does Sharpies pay him? And if you see two different Sharpie colors, yeah, that's not on purpose. I wanted the regular and neon ones, and my boyfriend insisted on the pastel set. So we just got both. Teamwork, I guess. But after thinking about it, my heart kind of fell for the pastel colors. I had to try them out first on paper just to, test them a bit before the chaos begins. Okay, I'm gonna show you all the colors in this pastel Sharpie set, and honestly, I'm kinda amazed. It looks more like a painting than a regular marker. The colors are so pretty! I'm in love now. I don't even want to use my original pick. Maybe this evil Sharpie idea actually works. Or not? I guess let's see. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen other creators use Sharpies to decorate their journal books or diary and it looks fantastic. If you do it the right way, of course, not like how I'm doing it right now. But hey, that's not my main goal today. I'm not decorating the whole book, I just want to show you all the colors. But let me know if you like it. Okay, I know y'all probably already tired of this, but just hold on. Let me at least finish decorating this one page. I swear, I'm not gonna do the whole book. It's just, my OCD is literally screaming at me if I don't make this page look decent first. So please, just bear with me for a bit, okay? I promise it will be worth it. Alright guys, now we're moving on to the main course. We're going to paint and decorate the phone case, and honestly, this is my first time trying something like this, so if I messed up, please don't bully me. So I tried using a Sharpie to color the phone case, but honestly, I wasn't really feeling it. It didn't turn out the way I imagined. The color looked kinda patchy and just didn't vibe with what I was going for. I don't feel super comfortable using Sharpies for this kind of thing, to be honest, so I decided to scrap that idea and go back to my original plan using nail polish. It's something I'm more familiar with and I feel like it gives me a lot more control and a nicer finish. So yeah, we're back to plan A. For the base color of my phone case, I decided to go with soft subtle shades. I choose those because I'm planning to paint a design over it later. And I didn't want the background to overpower the actual artwork. I feel like soft tones give me a nice clean canvas to work with, almost like a blank page but prettier. Once I picked out the colors, I started applying the nail polish. I did one full layer over the entire phone case, but after it dried, I noticed it looked a little uneven. Some areas were a bit streaky and the coverage wasn't as smooth as I wanted. It wasn't terrible, but I knew if I painted over it like that, the final result wouldn't be as clean as I imagined. And then I applied a second coat to even things out, and then added a third just to make it extra smooth and polished. 3 layers might seem a lot, but it really made a difference. The surface looked way more professional. After each layer, I cured it under UV light to make sure it dried properly and didn't smudge. It's actually kinda satisfying watching it turn glossy under the light. Now that the base is done and fully cured, I've got a clean surface ready for painting and I'm super excited for the next step. Can you guess what am I gonna draw? Alright, so right now I'm still in the process of drawing on the phone case using my nail polish tools. It's actually pretty fun and a little bit therapeutic too. Just sitting down, focusing on the little details and seeing the design slowly come together. Now, I'm curious, have you guessed what I'm drawing yet? If not, I'll give you a little hint. I'm starting off with clouds. Yup, I thought clouds would be the perfect way to begin because they're soft, dreamy, and they go really well with the soft base color I chose earlier.
Nice.
Plus, they give the whole design a nice calm and airy vibe, which is exactly what I'm going for. To start, I'm drawing the outline of the clouds using a fine detail brush. I try to keep my hands steady while doing this, which isn't always easy, but practice really helps. Once the outlines are done, I go ahead and cure it under the UV light that locks the shape in so it won't smudge when I add color. And after that, I go back in and fill in the inside part of the cloud using the nail polish again, usually with a lighter shade or sometimes a soft gradient to add a bit of depth. And yup, You guessed it right. I cure that part under UV light again once I'm done filling it in. I always do that between each step to make sure everything stays in place and sets properly. Okay, so the clouds are just the beginning of my drawing. I haven't drawn the main image yet and will start working on it soon. So can you drop your final guess in the comment section below about what I'm going to draw now? And before I show you the main image, can you subscribe and like my video first? In 3, 2, 1, here we go! If you guessed that Labubu is the main theme of my drawing, then you guessed it right! Here we go, some chocolates and cookies for you! To be honest, I don't have any ideas of what I'm going to draw next. I just draw according to my imagination.
Nice.
And I drew some donuts on the bottom left to give a playful impression, and drew Dada from the Have a Seat series on the right. And she's flying above the train. And don't forget, I also wrote Labubu in the middle. You know what I'm thinking right now? A donut isn't complete without a cake, right? Okay, let's pretend that it's Dada's birthday celebration today. So let's continue to draw a cake on top of the donuts because it feels a bit empty there. And of course, the cake has to be pink with some strawberries around it. So at this point, the top part of the phone case still looked kind of empty. I was staring at it for a while thinking, what should I add here? I didn't want to just throw in something random, but I was also starting to get a little tired.
Oh no!
You know, that kind of creative tiredness where your brain is still running but in kind of a weird direction. You know what I mean? And then it hit me, what if I drew Labubu sleeping? Like after a long day of partying for her birthday, just totally knocked out. I thought that would be such a cute and funny little scene to fill the empty space. It just felt right, especially with how chill the overall vibe of the phone case is turning out to be. So I went ahead and started drawing Dada in her light blue pajamas with her eyes closed like she's peacefully snoozing. I wanted it to be soft and cozy looking to match the theme. But to be honest, after I finished, I looked at it and I was like, wait a minute, this kind of looks more like hehe than Dada. Like I don't know what my imagination was doing at that point, but something definitely shifted. But come on guys, this is my first try. Give me some appreciation at least. At this point, I'll just change my character to Hehe instead of Dada. So Dada also has a friend finally. And then next, I decided to paint the pillowcase red. I know, kind of a bold move, but I thought it will be cute. So I grabbed my red nail polish, thinking I could just add a few strokes here and there for a fun little pop of color. But I definitely applied way too much. Like, way too much. It started spreading everywhere, and for a second, I just stared at it, thinking, oh no, what have I done? But then I was like, it's okay, it's okay. We'll smooth it out, not a big deal. So I dabbed at it a little, tried to even it out, and actually it started looking kind of cool. I decided to lean into the look and painted a few little hearts on top using the same red polish. And you know what? It turned out kind of artsy. I call it a happy accident, I guess. Definitely not what I planned, but it has this handmade charm now that I actually really love. So after finishing the background, I finally started coloring the face. I gave him this sweet little expression, eyes gently closed with that soft hehe smile, just enough to make her look like she's dreaming about something silly or comforting. Then came the pajamas. I didn't want anything too bright or flashy, just something soft and calming, because she's sleeping, right? So I chose a light blue, like that soft sky right before dusk. It felt like it's the right mood for me. The blue had this gentle, sleepy vibe that matched her whole expression. And then for the pillowcase, I went with a classic white. Nothing too fancy, just simple and clean, and it sort of balanced out the whole scene. Don't you think so? So as I was finishing up the coloring, I took a moment to look over everything, and then I noticed something. The top left corner, it just felt a little empty. You know, that feeling when something's almost done, but there's this one spot that's just too quiet. That was it. So I was trying to figure out what it needed, then it hit me. What if we show what Hehe is dreaming about? I mean, she's asleep, right? That cute little smile isn't for nothing. So I started thinking, what would Hehe dream about? And the answer was obvious, lollipops. Big, pink, delicious lollipops. Because anyone who knows Hehe knows that's her favorite sweets. So I figured there's a big chance that while she's snoozing, she's off in some candy-filled dreamland, chasing giant pink lollipops with sparkles and everything. Just imagining that made me smile. So of course I had to draw it. It balanced out the composition perfectly and added this fun playful layer to the whole piece. And while I was at it, I decided to sneak in a little extra detail. Near the word Labubu, which I had already added earlier, I wrote the monster in small letters, because Labubu is the little cute monsters. And I like to add a little glitter finishing touch to bring everything to life. Just a bit, not too much, but enough to make certain parts of the drawing pop. And for this piece, I'm adding it to the stars I drew earlier. I mean, it only makes sense, right? Stars are meant to shine. So I'm using my glitter gold nail polish to give them the extra sparkle. And after I was done with everything, I polished the entire phone case with a layer of top coat polish. It's like sealing in all the colors, making sure everything sticks and has that nice finished look. Then I dried it under UV lights just to lock everything in, and honestly, this step made such a difference, especially for the light yellow base I used earlier. It looked a bit uneven at first, but once the top coat went on and cured, it smoothed out and looked so much better. Everything just came together at this point, don't you think so? This is the last part of my work this time. I used nail glue to stick some rhinestones on a few parts of the phone case. Just a little sparkle to catch the light and add that extra wow factor. Wow. I placed them carefully where I felt the design needed a bit of shine without overdoing it. And of course, after I finished, I had to dry everything again under the UV lights to make sure the rhinestones stayed in place. It's the perfect final touch to bring the whole design together. So this is the final look of my Labubu the Monster phone case. I'll show you how it looks outside on a sunny day so you can really see all the colors and details shine. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give it a like and leave a comment below. And also tell me how would you rate this phone case from 1 to 10 and be honest, would you use it on your phone? And see you in the next art videos. Bye bye!